Alright, today I'm going to be showing you how to mix Brightener so your tank gets nice and shiny pieces. So if you are, in fact, purchasing this stuff, which I was, and I haven't opened this one, it's been a while, so I don't need to open it because I have this. Yay! So I got sick of buying this and I wanted to make my own, and so far I've been using this for, well, I've been using this for a while actually, but off and on, you know, I went back to commercial just to try the difference between the two, because I started using commercial first and then got sick of it, and then I went to this stuff and it was working really good, and then I thought, well, you know what, maybe I should try the commercial again, and so I get to show you how to use this stuff, and that's what's in this tank right now. You can see nice and shiny, and I've been using this for those plants that I've been showing on Facebook a lot. Cool. Anyway, let's take a look at how we make our own Brightener, shall we? Alright, so what I'm about to show you is no big secret. In fact, electroforming artists that have been around for a little bit have probably tried this. Glycol. Okay, so Glycol is, in fact, polyethylene glycol, or what you would know as Miralax. Now, it's not perfect. In fact, you know, like, there's a lot more involved than just glycol in your commercial brand Brightener. But those are synthesized, so you cannot figure out what's in them. But if you look back at the older records of electroplating, glycol was used quite often in electroplating. So, how much and how do you mix it? Alright, so we got this multi-shot glass thing that allows you to do ounces, milliliters. It's by everyday living. It's probably, I use this a lot. If you happen to get one of these, you'll probably not regret it. I need 30 milliliters of glycol. And if you don't get it right on the money, that's okay. More is okay. Spilling some, probably not so much. If you don't know what 30 milliliters is, it is a shot glass, which is this. So if you don't have the fancy thing, one shot glass will work too. Alright, now I need 100 milliliters of distilled water. Pour in the glycol. And you need to stir this with plastic rod, anything glass would probably work. Spoon, but I gotta make it something real thin because I don't want to spill any. Cool. I'm gonna go get a beaker. Okay, so here's a 500 milliliter beaker. It's probably something I should have used before, but I'm going to dump this in here. Beakers are easier to get into dropper bottles. So this is a dropper bottle, glass, just pour it in there. Perfect. Okay, now a little disclaimer. So that's how you mix the solution up. But what's the drawbacks? Well, people that use the pre-made minus version of electroforming solution, I would probably stick with the Brightener replenisher for electroforming. Stick with the commercial because you are using commercial brand solution. Okay? I wouldn't go throwing in elements that are like Miralax into this situation or Glycol because they might not mix too well. I'm unfamiliar on how much or what is in the minus commercial brand. Okay, they don't share that information. So if you're using the commercial electroforming solution, stick with this. Now, if you're making your own electroforming solution, this is amazing, okay? It works really good. There is one drawback, and it's called filtering, okay? So this stuff will linger in your system. So you'll notice this from time to time. It'll get really shiny, and then no matter how much more you add to the system, it will not get shiny again. It'll get to the point where it'll get dull, and then you're adding more brightener, and it doesn't work. This is because your system has lingering deposits of glycol in it, and you have to charcoal filter it out. Now, anybody that has charcoal filtered before might have a bad taste in their mouth because charcoal filtering is believed to take down your acid count, and that is not true. I have never seen that ever, and I have charcoal filtered a great many gallons of electroforming solution, and I do have a meter to check my acid levels. Charcoal filtering is amazing if you are using pre-made, or not pre-made, but if you are making your own electroforming solution. I do it all the time. If you look at my videos, I have one about how to filter. But if you don't build a complex filter like I got, you don't have to build, something with a carboy and being able to use that as a carbon filter. You could use polyester. This is a polyester solution or polyester fabric, and you can cut it into cones and then use fish aquarium carbon inside the cone and then funnel it through. Okay, and there's a great deal of videos on how to carbon filter liquid on the internet, on YouTube. It's the same thing. So this is 1 micron polyester fabric, and then if I didn't have that system over there, I would filter it using a funnel made out of this stuff, and then take and put carbon in the filter and then pour the solution through that. That's the other way to do it. If you're doing 3 gallons though at a time, wow, that's a lot of work. Trust me, I've done that before. Hence building the system. So if you are just using small amounts, if you don't have like 3 tanks available and doing all that mass production, then yeah, just carbon filter. Try it out. It's amazing. So what you do is carbon filter, you get all the deposits of old glycol out, and then you replenish the solution. And you have to do that probably every 3rd round. And so every 3rd round would be like, if I did 3 sets of a full tank, I would probably switch out my glycol at that point. cool. I hope that makes sense. That's a lot of information. But, hey, you know, if you're watching this channel, you're probably an adept by now, and you should be able to handle things like that. Cool. So, that is mixing glycol. I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, if you like these video series and you want to keep up with the science behind it, you are free to donate. There's the link below. And if not, that's okay too. I'm just going to keep continuing to release cool videos about this stuff and other things. So enjoy.